This will be the most luxurious mosaic Damascus steel sword you've ever seen. A dark, star-field mosaic Damascus with a lion griffin greatsword design. The blade is crafted from an astonishing 53,000 layers of Damascus steel, stacked to the extreme. The handle, made of African blackwood paired with 24K in pure gold enchantments, adds immense artistic value. Even the scabbard fittings are forged from tens of thousands of Damascus layers. As early as February 2024, master craftsman Carl Roy, a top-tier artisan, began designing this sword. After a year and a half, it was finally completed in June this year. To achieve the intricate patterns, Carl chose 15N20 and 1084 steel for the initial stacking. For the core Starfield pattern, he separately stacked another set of Damascus steel. The steel billet was heated to a precise 1200 degrees Celsius for initial forging. First, a square mold was used to compress the billet tightly, followed by a diamond-shaped mold for destructive pressing to completely break and reorganize the internal patterns, forming a W-shaped Damascus. Another set of steel was pressed solely with a square mold. After perfect forging, a 45-degree angle press revealed dark patterns at the billet's edges. This allowed the creation of the central Starfield pattern using a 4-in-1 mosaic stacking method. After grinding away the billet's outer edges and cutting it, the fusion effect became visible. The new Starfield pattern at the billet's center was perfectly linear, while the W-shaped flowing lines of the other billet were also evident. To refine the lines further, Carl performed mirror stacking and continued pressing using both square and diamond molds. After elongation, the billet was cut and stacked 4 more times. After days of research, Carl not only cross-stacked 2 sets of Damascus, but also added 15N20 steel internally. At this point, the Damascus billet had reached thousands of layers. Such confident craftsmanship required top-notch equipment. Side note, I found a great deal on a second-hand phone from Juan, an iPhone 15 for just 3,100 yuan, only missing a camera button compared to the 16, saving 2,800 yuan. New models are more cost-effective when bought second-hand, and Juan's phones undergo multiple inspections, making them more reliable than typical second-hand devices. Their iPad Air 5 is only 2,400 yuan. For reliable second-hand purchases, I recommend Juan. Carl's confidence in handling thousands of Damascus layers, combined with his masterful sewing machine footwork, showcased his impeccable control of temperature and force. After multiple pressings, the Starfield pattern began to emerge, but this was just a small step toward the ultimate texture. He performed another 4-in-1 mirror, stacking and pressing. The third round of tens of thousands layer Damascus stacking was no easy feat. Despite the seemingly effortless stacking, countless tempering, grinding, and oxide layer cleanups were time-consuming. He even accidentally set fire to the grass outside his workshop, but it was all worth it. After 10 days of effort, the intricate mosaic Damascus Starfield pattern emerged. However, these 6 rounds of extreme stacking weren't Carl's full effort. He cut the perfectly forged billet diagonally into 16 uniform pieces, reversed each piece 180 degrees, and realigned them for welding. What followed was an unprecedented Damascus sword billet shaping phase. Carl's skilled footwork reminded me of a young DJ with electrifying music. Only a manually operated forging press could precisely control the force, ensuring the billet's shape while tightening its internal patterns. During the shaping process, continuous manual hammering was needed. Finally, a press was used to form the tang's initial shape. After 70 days, Carl completed the sword's basic assembly. To celebrate, he underwent surgery. After 87 days of work, the blade underwent final grinding and acid etching, revealing the dazzling Starfield Damascus pattern. According to Carl, this sword was forged specifically for the Atlanta Blade Show on June 6. After the show, it will undergo an even more refined upgrade. This is the third double-handed greatsword Carl has crafted. His previous 2, equally top-tier, were purchased by wealthy collectors for around $200,000 each, and their value has since soared to over $1 million. Carl's work on this sword is only halfway done. In the following months, he individually enchanted all components and embedded 24 coarse pure gold as decoration. Beyond the gold wire accents, the handle's pommel groove was entirely melted from pure gold. Carl went all out. He also forged 2 shark-tooth Damascus pieces, also inlaid with gold wire, solely as scabbard decorations. After 176 days, the sword was fully completed. Let's admire it through Carl's assembly perspective. The blade consists of 53,000 layers of repeatedly stacked and forged Damascus. The handguard is made of high-carbon steel and diamond inlaid with 24 coarse pure gold. The handle is African blackwood with a tens of thousands layer Damascus pommel. The scabbard has a wooden core lined with velvet and covered with shark skin, featuring 2 striking shark-tooth Damascus decorations. After Carl attends the blade show, the sword will undergo another round of meticulous upgrades. Will a wealthy collector snap it up at the upcoming show? Let's wait and see.